Welcome home, gamers. It's your boy Toy Kevin bringing you in today the top 10 best games of all time. And just a friendly reminder that this list is completely objective, and if you disagree, then you're just flat out wrong. But feel free to fight me down below in the comments section, or better yet, why don't you battle me, as in number 10 on this list, SpongeBob SquarePants, Battle for Bikini Bottom. In this action-packed platformer, you play as SpongeBob, Patrick, and Sandy as you traverse the numerous playable areas like Bikini Bottom, Jellyfish Fields, and Goo Lagoon. Growing up, I always thought this game was a hidden treasure, a gem among all the garbage of, hey, look, it's the character from that thing. You like the thing, right? Buy this game. But I was very wrong. Because this game actually delivers on every promise it makes. It was a great platformer, vibrant, silly adventure, and it really makes you feel like you're living in the SpongeBob SquarePants world. I even slowly realized that whenever I mentioned this to another person, if they owned a GameCube, they also probably played SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom and absolutely loved it. This game was way less of a hidden gem than I thought, and actually is kind of a mainstay of the GameCube era. The only real downside to this game is that they made a rehydrated version of it, which is really just a reskin that upped the graphics but doubled the load times for literally every area, making it miserable to play. But if you get a chance to play the original, highly recommend it. And even though it's only number 10 on the list, this game was a star in my book. Much like Fox McCloud from Star Fox Adventures, segue! Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and blast Andross in this intergalactic dogfight across different planets in the galaxy. This game holds a special place in my heart, not just for being the very first game I've ever actually beaten, but it's also the first game I ever actually beat before my brother could. We ended up opening an N64 for Christmas one year along with this game, and we spent the entire winter break handing the controller back and forth whenever one of us died, and it was one of my favorite memories and experiences. But one day I just got hot, went down to Andross with as many bombs as I could carry, and blasted him straight to hell. Ended up winning this game well before my brother ever could even meet Andross. And that memorable memory, along with smooth gameplay, diverging paths, definitely solidified this as my number 9 game of all time. And solidifying itself at number 8 on the list is Slay the Spire. Roguelites may just be the best genre of games ever conceived, at least for anyone that doesn't have a lot of time. And Slay the Spire is the end-all be-all best game ever created for the genre. This perfectly balanced dungeon crawler deck builder game has a beautiful horror theme that's just dripping with lore, but at no point in the game is it ever actually scary, just really immersive. This game's main draw to me is how it's able to create such a rich and deep gaming experience in just under an hour for you every time you pick it up and play it, so that whenever you don't have a lot of time, you know you can at least get one run of Slay the Spire in. And with phenomenal card play and the perfect amount of RNG, this is easily one of the games I've sunk the most amount of time into. But before there was the Switch, there was the Game Boy, and the best experience bar none on that handheld was Fire Emblem: The Blazing Blade. Woo boy, where do I begin? This game has everything for me. Strategy, tactics, there is a difference, you know, lore, and overall one of the best games for anyone who wants to feel like a big brain head. Play as Lynn, Eli Wood, and my number 1 pick for Smash Bros, Hector, as you team up with strong allies to reclaim your fallen throne. Plus, some people are dragons, I guess. Basically what I'm saying is that the series was much better before there was romancing and tea parties to gain stats, and the only thing that was certain was permadeath. Now, when I said that Slay the Spire might have been my most played game of all time, that was a bold-faced lie. At least it would have been true if it wasn't for number 6 spot, Smite. Battleground of the Gods is not only the best and most skill-intensive multiplayer online battle arena, but is also immensely fun. That is, unless you solo queue and end up with a brain-dead ADC that does nothing but feed the enemy carry, allowing them to snowball and inevitably team wipe your entire team while they do nothing but ping your jungle, expecting to get an invade on the lost cause that they call duo lane. Other than that, it's a great time. But at the end of the day, you have an overly abundant character select screen, a fun pro circuit to watch, a skill checking item tree, and really fun neutral objectives to fight over. This free-to-play game is also the sole reason why I upgraded from an Xbox 360 to a full-on gaming PC, just so I could play Smite more competitively. But of course, if there is a best game of all times list, there has to be a Super Smash Bros. Title on here. And while I respect Melee and I think Ultimate is better than this game, my spot on this list has to go to Smash 4. Super Smash Bros. Doesn't need any introduction. It's a beautiful party game and a really good competitive fighter. It was one of my favorite fighting games, mainly because people don't only pick the top tiers, but they pick the characters to play that they jive with the most. And Smash 4 is also the game that gave me my soul character, Cloud, because man do I love a big sword with projectile. While I don't need to let you know how good the Smash Bros. Series is, I do want to say that Smash 4 is probably my favorite because I put the most time into it, and I actually won some tournaments back in my college days. You knew that no matter what, you could always find someone that was down to play Smash Bros, and I think there's something pretty beautiful about that. But coming in at number 4 is actually Generation 4 for Pokemon, and more specifically, Pokemon Platinum. Now, I have played and loved Pokemon my entire life, and I've been playing since Red and Blue. I actually own 5 copies of Pokemon Yellow because I thought every time you wanted to restart the game, you had to buy a new version of it. I didn't know you could delete your old save data and make a new one. But I will die on the hill that Pokemon Platinum is by far the peak of the Pokemon series. It was Pokemon perfected. A huge world, plenty of new and unique mons, my favorite starter trio of all time, and the post-game area was so good that I went back months after beating the game just to keep playing post-game. I just love Pokemon, what can I say? And I think Gen 4 really brought it home. It gave evolutions to original Pokemon that didn't have any. It gave birth to my beautiful baby Torterra. And what can I say? It's just Pokemon perfected. But speaking of nostalgia, I don't think there's any game that has better memories for anyone than Minecraft. I don't need to explain the game to you because you already know it. Minecraft is the ultimate sandbox game where you can do whatever you want, whenever you want. I've played the game since beta, and I have Minecraft memories from when my friend Sam came over and told me that we could actually make a boat in Minecraft, to watching Achievement Hunter weekly, to nowadays when my wife got me a Minecraft Realm subscription for Christmas, and now we get to play and connect with old friends. Minecraft is truly a once-in-a-generation kind of game, and it definitely deserves to be this high on the spot, no matter how mainstream and popular it is. It's just a good game that everybody recognizes as being a good game. Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door will always be in my heart as probably one of the most special games I have ever played. If anybody out there knows me, they know I usually don't like single-player games. I love playing multiplayer, I love interacting with other real people. I'm not the biggest fan of following storylines in games or fighting NPCs when I could be playing against other actual people. Think Smash Bros, Smite, Minecraft, those are games where the enjoyment comes from others. But when I played Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, I finally went, oh, I get it now. This is the kind of experience you want when you play solo games. Everything about this game is just beautiful, from the gameplay to the character design, the setting, even the music. I have never cared about game music until Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, and now I look it up and put it into my videos now because Rogueport's a certified banger. The creativity of Paper Mario and Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door were just so good and genuine that I am just mind blown. And then they went ahead and ruined it with every single game that came after, just getting progressively worse and worse. But besides that, I give Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door just an A+. Overall, 10 out of 10. It is one of the best games out there. If you can get your hands on a copy, play it. If you can emulate it, play it. Whatever you can do to play The Thousand-Year Door, I can't recommend it enough. Even if you don't like single-player games, just go for it. I promise you will not be disappointed. I honestly can't think of a better game than Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. Unless that game's Banjo-Kazooie. The #1 game on this list, and by far the best game of all time, bar none, completely objective, you are wrong if you disagree, is Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo-Kazooie has some of the most imaginative world design, fluid platforming gameplay, and absolute fire music that I will never be able to get over. Not to mention that the final boss map and fight are by far some of the biggest gameplay twists and turns I've ever seen. If you own a Switch and haven't played it, go ahead and play it on the Nintendo Direct, whatever subscription service that they have. I think it's still on there. Or if you have an Xbox, go ahead and get the Rare Replay because it's on that. Oh my goodness, you are missing out on everything with Banjo-Kazooie. The characters are beautiful, the gameplay is so good, how you develop and keep getting more and more moves are amazing. Jiggy's best star ever, fight me, I don't care. But go find it, go play the game, I promise you it's worth it. If you've never played Banjo-Kazooie, I hate you. Well, that wraps it up for everybody. Those were the top 10 best games of all time, bar none, completely objective list by myself. I know some of you are probably angrily in the comments typing down about Halo or Ratchet and Clank should have been on this list because let me tell you, the gameplay. No, fuck you. But if you're like one of the many people out there that thinks I'm 100% right objectively and that there's absolutely nothing wrong with my list, good on you. You're a smart person. But go down to the comment section below and scream onomatopoeias at everybody that says I'm wrong, just so they hurt a little bit more. But then once everybody is done commenting, go ahead and support me by smashing that like button and then hitting subscribe and becoming one of our roommates today. Really appreciate everybody watching this channel, and until next time, thanks for coming over.